All right, Nick, ever since the addition of head coach Doug Pederson to the Jacksonville Jaguars, it seems they've gone away with the stigma they had over the last couple of years of a lot of negativity surrounding the team, whether it's in the front office or on the team in general. But Pederson has seemed to be a beacon of nothing but positive news, positive attitude, a big culture shift on this team. And none other than young second-year quarterback Trevor Lawrence has come out and made a couple comments about Pederson and how he's very excited of the future of the team. And you have the story on this, Nick. But before we get into this, I want the Jaguars fans to comment below. I know there's still a long way to go, but the Jaguars, they've made a lot of moves this season. They seem to be trending upwards. How many wins did the Jaguars get this season? What is their record going to be? Comment below for us what you think it is. But Nick, why don't you give us a little bit on this story?
Yeah, so Trevor Lawrence joined Fox Sports 1 with Colin Cowherd on the program to talk about the upcoming seasons for the Jaguars. This is what Lawrence said, talking about Pederson specifically. It's been great getting to know him. I think he's done a great job just planning out our offseason. There were a lot of changes we needed to make, and I think he's made those. He's put together a great plan of progressing our team offensively and defensively. So now that we're ready going to camp, I think he's done a great job, so I'm excited. All right, Maya, so anytime, you talk about a coach-quarterback relationship, there is sort of a boss, employee, manager kind of dynamic. And you and I are big fans of Mike Lombardi, who is a former GM, worked with guys like Bill Walsh, Bill Belichick's been around. And he talked about this a lot in a lot of his books and writings and appearances, where being a head coach is more than just X's and O's. It's about being a manager of people, just like running a business. And I've worked with some good managers and I've worked with some bad managers. When you're working with good managers, it seems like the vibe is better. You have people that were malcontent suddenly want to work harder and, come in earlier, stay later. You have people outside that, maybe your team that are more excited and want to work specifically with your team. So a good manager can just uplift the vibe, and you can kind of see it just by looking at the trends. And you alluded to this. All the trends with Jacksonville seem to be positive, and it all seems to become because of Doug Pederson. We did a story where the Jaguars beat writer came out and was blown away by Pederson's attitude at minicamp. We did another story about what Pederson has done with Trayvon Walker and, the smart moves he's made with Walker already in a short time with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here you have Trevor Lawrence coming out and singing Pederson's praises. Like, this is just a positive trend for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's all driven by Doug Pederson and his ability to be a manager, not just an X's and O's guys, but a manager of men as he's looking to turn the Jaguars around.
Oh, yeah. Pederson's a great coach, and I think a great offensive mind for this offense with Trevor Lawrence. But I think that there's more than just the positive vibes that he brings to the team, more than the culture shift. I just think that the Jaguars, this is something that they really needed. Because if you look back, even when they were decent, they made a deep playoff run. But then the team exploded after that. And ever since then, I believe, what was that, 2017 or so that they made the deep playoff run? The team has been trending down and down and down. And that's been, 5 years now, roughly, that they've been in a downward spiral. Whether it was, the Blake Bortles, Gardner Minshew quarterback controversies, whether it was moving off of Leonard Fournette, even Miles Jack left to go to Pittsburgh. But I think that has been a plague of the Jacksonville front office and locker room for a while. And it seems like Pederson has come in here and brought new life into the organization. And if I'm a Jaguars fan, I'm pretty excited about that because I've seen what Pederson has done in other places around the league. And he's a guy who really, truly can turn stuff around, and that's exciting to me.
Well, especially when we talk about Pederson as a manager, it's not just what he's doing with the players. It's as a leader, you need to bring in quality subordinates to kind of further your message and kind of build up your repertoire with your players, and with a coach, that's your assistant coaches. And Trevor Lawrence in the same interview just talked about this. He said, not only him talking about Pederson, just having Coach Mike McCoy, Press Taylor, and Jim Bob Cooter. By the way, my favorite name for any offensive coordinator, any coach of all time, Jim Bob Cooter, will never hesitate to bring him up. all those guys to pull from that are all offensive minds that have called plays before. Seeing everybody work together and just being able to soak all that up has been awesome. So again, Pederson's not just changing the culture for the players, he's doing it for the coaches that he's brought into the fold as well. And, you know, like you and I have both talked about, the trend is just pointing really in a positive direction for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.